So today's day 7 and I feel really good. I just came in from a walk outside. Wanted to just come in and do the video in a different area. I've been getting out of my bedroom, the room that I set up so I can do my healing. Like I said before, I set that bedroom up because the bed was lower and I felt like it was a really good idea. So one of the do's is make sure that you can get in and out of your bed comfortably. If you have one of the high profile beds where you need to kind of like run and jump and get in the bed, or really lift your leg to get up in the bed, you may want to maybe take the feet off the bottom of the bed if that's an option. Some beds are on wheels. If that's not an option for you, then maybe finding an alternate place to sleep in your home, maybe making a couch a little comfortable, at least for the first few days. I felt like that was really one of the things that I'm glad that I worked on. Number 2, everything that was in my little bedside basket that I showed you guys with the snacks and the pain medications, the lozenges, all of those things, the little teas and everything that was right set up next to the bed. I had a half a case, a bottle of water in my room. That to me I felt like that was a really good idea. Everything was at my reach, especially the first day when I was feeling kind of nauseous, kind of groggy, kind of in and out of it, just to be able to reach over, grab what I needed, take it, and go right back to sleep or lay right back down was a good thing. So just making sure everything is bedside, easy for you to reach. Another thing that I felt like was a pro was being right next to the restroom. So the bedroom that I was in was literally right next to the restroom. I used the restroom quite a bit. I know I told you earlier in this video about how I had, some issues with my gut. But even without that, running to the restroom because I was feeling pressure down there and I didn't know if it was because I had to go pee or, what was going on. So having easy access to the restroom is really important. Eating a good diet, making sure you're getting your fruits and vegetables, proteins, and starting your supplements as soon as possible. I didn't start my supplements until a few days later. If you can think about it, start your supplements as soon as possible. I feel like they made a little bit of difference in how fast I was recovering. Once I started taking my supplements, I felt like I was, recovering pretty quickly and just was feeling better, waking up with more energy every day. The sooner you get those supplements in, I think the better you'll feel. Another thing that I feel was really, really good for me to do was walking. Every day, even from the very first day I was home, I would walk the hallways and around the bedroom. We have a lot of steps in our home, and you can't really go throughout the house without traveling a set of stairs. So I feel like getting your walks in every day really helps to move the gas around that is in your chest and that they filled your belly up with. So I feel like walking is something you really need to do. Another thing that you need to kind of focus on is your self-care, prior to, and what I mean by that is your body care. Prior to having the surgery, we had to take that bath, twice before, the actual surgery, the night before, then the morning of, no lotion. But what really felt good to me was being able to really lotion my body down. And of course, it's hard to do a lot of bending over and things like that. So if you can have someone else lotion you down, but just being able to, after you get out of the shower, really nourish your skin because you're going to be dry, from the previous antibacterial soap they had you use. So just making sure you really nourish your skin and really care for your body. It just makes you feel so good. You're smelling good. You're feeling good. Even though you're not able to get up and out, you're still just, having a form of self-care. A couple of things that I can say that I really didn't use was the Smooth Move tea. I didn't use a Smooth Move tea. That was something that I really didn't need. Not to say that I may not need it in the future. So of course it's something I'll always keep on hand. Another thing that I didn't use was the belly band. I never used the belly band, but I think once I get back into going to work or get back into baking, that I'll use the belly band because I think it will give me more support. One thing I did use were camisole tank tops that were tight fitting. It was nice to have something pressed against my skin that wasn't too tight, but that allowed me still some movement and to feel nice and cool because I suffered from hot flashes and night sweats prior to having surgery, and they are more frequent now. as well. Having a tank top, even though I had something over it, but having a tank top that was close fitting to my body really felt good to my incisions. Find gowns and not wear pants. If you have gowns or little short dresses, like this is a little short dress that I got from Walmart years ago, and it goes to my knees. Walmart has those little nightgowns with the pockets. This dress has pockets. But if I can just encourage you to look for dresses or to look for some sort of nightgown that is kind of short, because when you're going back and forth to the bathroom, you don't want to have to pull down pants and underwear and pull up, just to try to sit down and get comfortable. Also with pants, even though you try to buy them big enough, because I bought pretty large jogging sweatpants for when I took my son to, we dropped him off for his DC trip. And then another day that I had on pants when we were kind of out and about. And the pressure of the elastic over time, even though it was loose when I first got started, the pressure of the elastic just, it was irritating over time. So I feel like buying little short dresses or having little short gowns to wear on a regular basis, all day, every day, sleep in them, whatever the case may be, was really more comfortable to me than actually putting on loose fitting pants. Another thing too is your underwear. You want to make sure that your underwear is nice and loose across your belly. I've seen where some people bought ordered some of the mesh hospital underwear off of Amazon. I didn't go that route. I did buy a larger underwear from the store, and they are more of like a nylon cotton blend, and they're really, really soft, really thin, but that has been the best across my belly. My incisions are on both sides, but under my belly button a little bit. The one that I thought would be in my belly button is above my belly button, and then I have another one that's kind of high. It's right up under my left breast on the left-hand side. And so, my underwear stops right at the belly button, but it doesn't squeeze either of the incisions on the bottom or the one above my belly button. So it's in a really comfortable spot. So everybody's incisions are going to be in a different location, of course. So you just want to make sure you have some nice, smooth panties that fit nice and soft up against your skin, so you don't have to worry about them being irritating or hurting, over time. Another thing that I can tell you is just to make sure you get out and get around your family if you can. Not get out of the house, but I did spend a lot of time in my bedroom. And I made it so that I could eat in there, sleep in there, do whatever I needed in there. But after a few days, I made sure that I came down to be around my husband, and to eat dinner with him, and to, just talk with him and just engage it more within my home. I even went all the way down to the family room to sit down and watch TV with him. And that was nice. It gave me a sense of normalcy by being out and around my family. But when I was using the restroom a little bit more frequently, it kind of made it hard to go up and down the steps. So speaking of that, I realized on day 3 that I was really going to the restroom a lot to urinate. And I was having more of like a spasm pain feeling as I would, empty my bladder. And so I decided, let me try the muscle relaxers with my alternating Tylenol and ibuprofen every 4 to 6 hours or so. And once I did that, that was a game changer. That was like the best thing that I had discovered over the past few days, is taking a half a muscle relaxer. So what I had was the 500 milligram muscle relaxers. And let me see if I can get the name of that for you guys. And so I would just do a half a pill of those muscle relaxers. And then I would still take my regular dose of the ibuprofen or the regular dose of the Tylenol. And I felt like that has been the best combination for me. So ever since Wednesday, this is called methocarbamol. It's a 500 milligram tab. It's a little round orange tablet. And it says take 1 tab by mouth up to 4 times a day as needed. So what I've been doing is just taking a half of one of those. And that has been a game changer for me. So I take about one pill a day. So I just take a half a pill in the morning with my morning meds and then a half a pill at night with my night med. So in the middle of the day, I'm just taking my regular ibuprofen and Tylenol. The first day I discovered this worked, I was taking it every 6 hours, just like a half a tablet with, my regular dose of Tylenol and ibuprofen. It has been great. It has released a lot of the tension in my belly and in my back, where I think you subconsciously clench or kind of hold those areas kind of tight. And so it has allowed that to relax, and I don't feel like I have to run to the bathroom every 5 minutes. I was able to sit and watch a couple of episodes of a series that my husband and I are watching. So approximately 2 hours and 45 minutes of TV where I could sit without needing to run to the restroom. I felt like in between each episode, I was running to the restroom, if not once in between, at least at every episode. So that really worked for me. I'm not a doctor, not a physician. I can't tell you what to take, but the doctors prescribe each patient something different, I'm sure. You find the right combination that works for you. Don't be scared to take the medication. I mean, I stay away from it because it makes me so nauseous. But what I realized with muscle relaxers, they don't really make me nauseous. As long as I have enough food on my stomach, I don't have any problems with it. So that has really been a game changer. I'm a busybody, so I had to really find some things that would keep me occupied. Of course, I have games on my phone, downloaded several audiobooks, have been watching a lot of TV this week. My husband's been home with me all week. He's been waiting on me hand and foot, but now I'm getting up and down the steps more. He has not had to wait on me as much here recently, but make sure you have some things to do. If you're not real good with just propping your feet up, flipping channels, make sure you have some, books, tangible books that you can hold in your hand, or maybe even like a crossword puzzle or Sudoku or something like that, just to kind of help occupy your time while you're down. And then, so when you start feeling good, like I feel good today, you're not tempted to do things that you're not supposed to do. I went out for a walk and I just walked like 4 driveways down, turned around and came 4 driveways back. In that short period of time, that has been a reminder to me that I'm still in healing mode. I started to feel tightness in my back and a little pain in my stomach. I should have put on my belly band to go walking because I started to feel more of a gravity pull towards the front of me. So yeah, that was a reminder that, girl, you're not ready. Don't even try it. So I'm going to continue to rest. And like I said, it's just the first week, but I do feel really good. I am shocked at how good I feel. And it's got my mind swirling as to whether or not I can go back to work earlier, but I'm going to stay off and be a good patient. My doctor really recommended that I would stay off the full 6 weeks, and I'm going to take his advice. Because of what I do, standing on my feet for long hours, lifting clients and products and things like that, is better for me to stay off. So, but that's it for day 7. I hope that, what I've had to say over the last 7 days has been helpful to you all. If you have questions or if I've missed something, please feel free to put a question in the comment section. If you have any suggestions for me moving forward, I'll check back in with you guys in the next few weeks just to let you guys know how things are going. But if you have any suggestions for me, feel free to, and you've had this surgery, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I look forward to just giving you some more content and keeping you guys abreast of what's going on, because I felt like, watching these videos prior to me having surgery was really helpful. It gave me a lot of great ideas, and it actually helped me form my list of things that I wanted to buy and things that I knew I needed prior to surgery that I wanted after surgery. And so I just wanted to also put it out there for you guys too, especially if you're in a situation like me where you're self-employed. All right, you guys, I think that is it. That sums it up for my first week after surgery. I will pop in a few weeks just to give you guys an update on how things are going. You all be well. Take care. Bye.